Go on A-10. This is going to be a beautiful strike, potentially. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 55 of my Highway 66 campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously, we did a lot of damage to the units near Rheinach and Bergsin. Today, we're hopefully going to be finishing off a bunch of them. We have the Jager Battalion 127 in position to attack the 1st Battalion of the Panzer Regiment 11. They will be able to be reinforced by the 1st Battalion of the Mudschützen Regiment 16 and the 2nd Battalion of the Panzer Regiment 11, but will be backed up by the 3rd Infantry Division HQ, and we'll also have some air support. So let's set that up. We'll bring in both of those. We'll bring in the 2nd A-10 Squadron, and they're going to have a lot of work to do, but it should be absolutely fine. They've got 5 out of 8 fatigue, so next turn I'm probably not going to be able to actually use the A-10s because they will disorganize themselves, which is quite amusing. But in theory, this should draw them all in for a pretty nice fight, although that map is not ideal. I guess it's actually good for my Jagers, so we'll go with that. Alright, let's jump on in. So, they do have a bunch of rocket artillery, which isn't very fun for us. But I think what I'm going to do in this battle is we're going to fan out across on this left-hand side and make sure this is fully secure. Then we can get eyes into the back line, and I can use all of the A-10s on the left side here. Because up on this hill, it's going to be really, really hard to use A-10s. So the Jagers are going to have to go to work over here. What we'll do is we'll do, say, couple units of 6, or like we'll do groups of 6 Jagers. So that's like 2 groups of 6, and then we'll do another group of 6 here. And all of these can just, like I said, fan out through this left-hand side and clean that out for us while we put like a Jägerführer behind that there. This right side, I can still attack it with the Jagers, I just won't be using the air support there. What I will do though is bring up some supply. I don't think I have much that can use the supply now I think about it, so maybe it's not worth it. Although we do have 6 Panzermörsers, so maybe those can make good use of the supply points. We'll bring in 2. I'm not going to bring them all in just in case like flanking units get around the side or something, because I'm not going to be too focused on our flanks. I guess I could always put some like jeeps around the place. We just like pop a few jeeps back here because they're free to place down anyway. It's like a little bit of a ring of recon around the backside. Still don't want to bring in all of the FOBs though, but we'll have most of them on this left hand side, and I'll bring in all the Panzermörsers that can follow up the infantry and engage wherever we need them. Cool. After that, let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the Jagers over on the right hand side here. So we'll go for like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3. And these can all just unload over here, and we'll attack move up onto this hill. I'm going to keep some Jager Aufkadder hanging about, although the Jager Aufkadder are going to be pretty important just for spotting units for the A-10s to kill. Otherwise, we are going to invest in both, well, all of the A-10s here at the start of the game, particularly the A-10 ones. I'm probably going to want a few supply vehicles to follow up my Jagers. We've got plenty of these Hemmets, so that's really, really handy. Let's go ahead and launch, get things underway, and we'll see how we get on. Now, with our large concentrations of Jagers, we do have to be careful of the rocket artillery, but hopefully it will be okay. Right, now the game started, it's easier for me to place down the rest of these. Because I wasn't too concerned about having them at the start of the game, but I can just spread out the rest of these recon here just to make sure that we can see what's happening. Lovely. Okay, we do have aircraft troopers, and we also have mechanized rifles in Black Hawks, which could be handy for providing recon. But I think what we'll do is we'll sweep through here with the Jagers, and then I'm probably going to be airdropping some scouts on the far side from the HQ section. And we'll also have the Aufkadder maybe move in and find stuff for us to shoot at. But let's get a couple of A-10s up just to be in the sky and ready. The main thing here is just going to be holding Bravo, holding Alpha, and then by doing so we'll maybe win by conquest even, rather than actually killing all of their units, but ideally I want to kill as much as possible so that I can actually destroy the units on the campaign map. That's the whole point of playing this out in the first place. Because we want to kill units so that we can get points towards our victory condition. I'm just going to unload these early, just so they don't get killed. We'll move up the Jaeger Aufkader here as well. Give that a little strafe. Very nice. Give that one a strafe as well. Don't really care about the UAZ, that's not going to give me any points. The Conquers will though. Nice. So those ones can move up like so. These ones can kind of just move up this sort of way towards the junction, because that's usually where they end up. We'll have the Jägerfjorder move up, and we're going to bring in like a replacement for that, so I'll bring in like an Iltifjords just to sit there on the backside. I'm going to have to make sure that these mortars move after they fire, otherwise they'll be hit by counter battery. Not really sure how I want to use these. Like, do I just properly spread out and push through? I'm not sure. Good kill. Another good kill. And another good kill. Okay. Interesting. P-55's arriving. And the Strela. Let's hit the Strela first. Very good. Oh, the Jaeger Aufkader there, going to be in trouble. Oh, that artillery, it's going to be pretty close. Keep going, men. So sweeping through there is going to be pretty difficult. Let's bring up a couple recon. There's a lot of units coming in here. Just put them on reserve fire. That's my A-10 out. That's got to save the day here. Ideally, I'll be hitting that one. Okay. Iltifjords there is in a bit of a bad spot. Fortunately, that's taken out. Alright, let's move up with this one. That Jaeger is in trouble. They're actually routing, which is not helpful at all.
Be careful, enemies nearby. Raven 4, waiting for action.
Okay, good kill. Yeah, we keep these Jaegers out of line of sight. It's absolutely fine. Oh, we've got to be super careful here. Ah, it's going to hit hard. It's going to hit really hard. Keeping these spread out is going to be super important. Alright, double A-10 strafing run gets the job done. Very good, very good. So far, so good. Let's make sure that these Hemets are staying with us. Okay, good. The AT-1 can leave because we'll need that to deal with more tanks. I've lost a couple of Jagers so far. Nothing too crazy. They're going to run out of tanks soon anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. I will bring in a couple more of these rocket A-10s though. Nice thing about the rocket A-10s is they can still do a decent amount of damage to tanks. Like that. I mean, even just the main gun on the A-10 is going to do a decent job.
Copy that, Wir schaffen es nicht. Ruhe, erhören.
It's actually still a lot of tanks.
Stellbarkeit. Neue Aufträge. Copy that, Raven Leader. Schwer zur Stelle.
Right, we want to just hit these with as much as we've got. Go on A-10. This is going to be a beautiful strike, potentially. Nice. Unfortunately, they're still getting overwhelmed. We'll just drop the bombs on them. Run away, Jagers. Time for the A-10 bombing strike. I'm not sure if we killed anything there. Doesn't look like we did. Okay, good kill. Yeah, we need these Jagers to come across. They just don't have very good AT. That is the biggest problem that we're struggling with right now. We actually made it quite a way up there. Okay, let's get the A-10s in again. And we're going to want to start spreading out more recon, I think. Oh, it's the A-10 turkey shoot, it really is. I'm going to move forwards the mortars here. We haven't really had much of a chance to use them yet because they've been out of range. I'll just put them on the control group as well so we don't forget. Alright, we've got to try and kill that Strela there. I'm going to turn off the bombs. We'll get the A-10 to strafe it. Even the Jaeger Avkada back there so we spot them. Good. Okay, let's just get the rest of my infantry in. I might as well be spreading out a bit more here and bringing in everything we got. So we'll bring in the mech rifle dragons. I'm probably just going to deploy them back here and then just walk them through this tree line. I'll turn the bombs back on and kill that BMP. Really like how tight these can turn.
Go on my way. Touchdown.
Good.
Abgesessene Kampfweise. Wollen wir irgendwo einsickern? Feuer und Bewegung.
And now we need to find the enemy leader that's in this sector. It doesn't look like I'm going to do a conquest victory anymore, but I would like to stop the tick. I could put one behind the Jagers up here actually. Not a bad idea. Very good.
Just give me a target. Chester. Just give me a target.
Okay, Black Hawks might actually be pretty useful for recon, so we'll just keep them around for the time being.
Go on. Roger. Meet enemy at 3 o'clock high. Melde, Zug fertig machen zum Sprung. Wir greifen gleich an. Ziele zerstört.
Let's hit the Alf Cutter there so they stop spotting the Jaeger Alf Cutter. The leader also did get killed, so that's going to solve our problem. I think this is one just for this A-10 to kill. These A-10s coming up to reinforce can hopefully take out the T-55 there. Oh, that's already killed the Alf Cutter. Crazy. Oh, a lovely Maverick shot there. We're going to lose the Black Hawk as well. Yep. Let's move these forwards, move that back.
Ready to attack.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, where's another A-10 when I need it?
Sky is ours. Los, los, los. Out there, you shoot first and ask questions later.
Alright, that's gonna be a bad time. Let's just make sure we're pushing on that. Take out that rocket artillery.
Everybody check your ammo. Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Laufschritt, Marsch, Marsch. Angriffsformation, sammeln.
I'm hoping that these dragons can do the job there.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Nice. I don't think there's many more to worry about.
Be careful. Brace yourself. We're
Get the
flying
rocket
in.
A-10s back in.
Dran, drauf.
The RM-70's running away.
Fertig machen zum Sprung. Dran, drauf, drüber.
Okay, what a fight this has been. Right, we can actually get some mortar fire down here. Make sure I move them afterwards, because otherwise that's going to be a bad time.
Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt! Angriffsformation, sammeln.
We can come in behind these C-55s actually.
Einmarsch, zack, zack. Any target? Marsch, Marsch. Sally! Feind vernichtet.
Good mortar fire, saving the day a little bit there.
Feuer, Bewegung.
In the rear, we're actually able to hit these pretty hard, so it's okay. None of those actually managed to get shots on target. Well, these mortars are already under counter battery. Alright, good. Nice, A-10 strike. Beautiful. Alright, now we're getting absolutely beaten to bits up here, which is not good. Have them run away. That Jaeger can stay, take the brunt of the hits. That. Oh no, we lost an A-10. It's not good at all. There's no chance. Yeah, this is what I was talking about before, where it's going to be really, really difficult for us to get shots on target. I have to, like, almost manually fire position them to get it to work for us. That's tough. Okay. I mean, as long as they're sort of
I need that tail rotor checked.
coming in at the right angle, it's okay. And then I can just fire position them at the last minute. But at the moment we're just doing a runner. My leader's not in here, so we're going to have to move him back in. I didn't expect there to be so many tanks, actually. Thought we'd killed enough of them, but apparently not. Let's do something like this. I could even move the Black Hawks over just to kind of provide some eyes, maybe. I want to just get this in range of the supply here. And the bomber one might actually be the better shout here. Yeah, a lot of these are getting low on fuel. And the AT-1's still around, so that's okay. Just destroyed that PKM. Yeah, so I've got to like manually fire position them and then they actually can hit the mark. Pretty crazy though. That level of micro is going to be difficult to consistently pull off. Let's just bring up some more of these. I could just mortar the edge of this tree line. These should head back though. Because if a rocket strike comes in, they need to be full strength in order to survive it. We have whittled them down quite a lot. I will say that much. We'll have these now push up with the Jagers that are remaining on the right. This Jaeger battalion is struggling. Let's make sure we have a leader with them now. I should have done that before, to be honest, just to make sure that they're more efficient. Goodbye, infantry. Very good. Let's move these Jagers through just to make sure there's nothing left in between. We can start moving up the Jaeger Avcutter a bit more aggressively again. I think what I'm going to do, we're going to unload these and we'll just have them attack move through on the right hand side. Something like that.
I need that tail rotor checked.
Oh no. Tank behind. Took out one of my supply vehicles. That's rough. Okay. That's a real pain for us because I don't really have like any chunky infantry squads that are going to be able to engage that well. The only thing that I can really do is maybe get the Black Hawks to engage or like be fired at and then hit it with like a fire position. The Black Hawks here at least can help clean up a lot of this infantry. Let's just make sure that gets off the road. Almost happened again. We do have a nice friendly Euro that came and said hello. The enemy is starting to defect quite regularly.
Captain, let's fly.
Oh. Oops.
Where do you need us, sir? Enemy at 3 o'clock high.
I mean, that's a good bombing target. Well, bomb just slightly behind.
Ammo depleted. Hit! Where do you need us, sir? I got it.
All of these can just attack, move up there.
Copy that, Raven Leader.
Most of the door gunners are running out of ammo. It's actually probably worth me taking them back to base. It's taking a sweet time, but it's been a pretty solid battle so far. I've enjoyed it. Kind of tense. Not so easy, to be honest. Oh no, is that targeting my... We are technically being counter-batteried already, but not by the rocket artillery, thankfully. Oh, Jager might be a goner. He is. It's very difficult to avoid that rocket artillery.
Someone need a guardian angel? Loud and clear. Enemy at 3 o'clock high. I need to copy
Let's
that.
just strafe the aft cutter. These aircraft troopers, they're on M72s, so that's even worse than the Jagers, I think.
On my way. Any target? Are you sure it's safe?
Right, we can go back to the supply point here. Get that AT on target. Lovely.
Platoon formed and ready. Sprung auf, marsch, marsch. Checklist completed. Ready to go.
We can get the M577 to just drive into the corner there. That's absolutely fine. P55 lead it. And if we can get a Maverick on that, definitely shoot it in the ass.
What are your orders, sir?
I really do want to get on top of that rocket artillery at some point.
One less copy. Raven 4, waiting for action.
Right, let's glide these over the mountain for one last pass. We're coming in from all directions on this. I don't know if it's going to have time to get shots on before they run out of fuel.
As you command,
That's really bad timing.
one less copy. Shut up and listen to the Cut the engine. We're waiting here.
Didn't expect them to be so many here.
Alright, sweetheart. What you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? Feuer! Fortbewegung! Platoon formed and ready. Anybody need ammo? Let's go. And watch out. Dran, drauf, drüber.
Gonna get the M577 to make them 3-bet.
Waiting for instructions. Baker 5, ready. Ah! I'm hit! Oh no. I'm pulling out!
That's like a Strata or something big.
Clock high. Assault formation. On me. Platoon is formed and ready.
All those machine guns are a problem.
Just give me a target.
I need a bomber or two. Gonna be difficult to get the bombs on target
Feind vernichtet.
because of the AA, but hopefully won't be too much of a problem.
Enemy. Melde Zug zur Stelle. Feind vernichtet.
Reinforcements are arriving.
Baker 5, ready.
This is actually going okay. I think because of the veteran C, these are surviving quite a lot more than they were before. But we still don't want them to just sit there and make the shots. Same over here. Let's make sure that we're using the supply that we've been given.
Haben Sie neue Zielkoordinaten? Second platoon, let's go. Go on. Feuer! Unterwegs! Am Ende kommt es immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an.
Well, we know roughly where the AA is, so I could, in theory, go for it with a bombing strike. But it's kind of unnecessary when we have all the Jagers in play. I'm just kind of waiting for there to be an opportunity to drop these bombs, because they will clear out a large amount of units in one go. That's already used up. Captured 2 Urals over here. Interesting. A few more Urals. Just because of these roads, it's like so easy for them to like accidentally bump into us. A giant forest like this. I really wish these had a bit longer range. I could have used them to counter battery a bit. But at least it seems like we've got a handle on things on the mountain. Might be more units over there. Oh, they managed to capture that back. Okay. It got killed. That's sad. We'll have the Black Hawk go hunt that down. Oh, there's an OSA. Interesting. Okay, well that didn't work. Right, we're at the point now, I think, where it's just a lot of artillery on the backside. What I'm probably going to do is we'll grab a bunch of these jeeps just to go find stuff for us to shoot at.
Checklist completed. Ready to go. Ready, sir. Where do you want to deliver?
The leader in here as well, so we gotta find that and kill that off.
Waiting for action. On my way.
That looks like the A-10's gonna run out of fuel before I can really use it. So we'll just bring in the A-10, the second A-10 with bombs and use that. I guess I'll just bomb the Alpha cutter if we can't directly strafe them.
Squadron ready.
Right, let's get the other A-10s ready to help us out on the backside as we bump into all of this artillery.
Und noch einen Leichensack. Anybody need ammo?
Only got 5 minutes left though, because we've managed to capture everything on the map. So I don't know if we're going to reach the victory by team morale. Seems unlikely.
Brace yourself, we're flying in. We'll go. The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
How did the Alpha cutter go? I don't think I killed it with the A-10.
Open your eyes. Well, flying
there.
sound is hot. Winchester. Bullseye. Where do you need us, sir?
Great. These these Black Hawks can continue to just push across.
Air defense.
Alright, let's just keep moving up with all these as well.
Befehl, Kommandant. Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Fly zone
I don't know if the lead or the leader, the T-55s, is still back here.
What are on my way to coordinates? Out. Wilco. Touchdown.
Okay, well, I'll take his relic kill at least.
Fly zone is hot. Bomber ready.
Wow, that 3-vet T-55 just deleting. Crazy.
Loud and clear. Moving open your eyes.
Treibstoff, Ersatzteile, Munition. Alles, was Sie brauchen.
Someone enemy at 3 o'clock high.
Okay, more trucks.
Braucht jemand Munition? Männer, mir nach.
Auf Empfang.
I guess at this point, like, even if it's just a minor victory or a major victory, it doesn't really matter because all their stuff's dead. The reason we can't finish the game is because they have nothing left. So I guess it's a kind of a good problem to have.
One less cop. Medic! On my way to coordinates. Out. Enemy at 3 of death front. Auftreten und Feind selbstständig und auf meine Leiche sein. Loud and clear. On my way. Checklist completed. Ready to go. Medic! Copy that, Raven Leader.
Oh, that's a nice set.
Feind im Nahbereich.
So, on me. On my way. As you can open fire.
Interesting.
I need that team. Ryan, let's hope there won't
Maybe
be
their
any
leader's trying to get
enemy
up on here.
We've got them. Checklist completed. Ready to go.
Enemy spot.
Going there. It always comes down to the infantryman and his right. Platoon is formed and ready. Copy that, Raven Leader.
Und noch einen Leichensack.
Those are 2 points each at least. That's going to be a 3-pointer.
Platoon ready. Start.
Dank im Feuer. Und Bewegung.
Good.
Zur Division stehen.
Off your ass and on your feet. Let's move. Hit! War Daddy to Red Leader. I am listening.
Wir sind auf keine Frontlinientruppen.
My 50 cal jeeps are running them down. That's crazy.
Ready, sir.
Okay, maybe we will finish it and after all.
Radio check. Red one.
Because if I just like ride the 50 cals into their spawn, we'll just kill them
Ranger 5, ready.
as they come in.
Los.
You have orders, Captain?
I've got a wing of A-10s coming over.
Ich führe von vorn.
Angriffsformation.
Bernie that kind of try and slip away. We can hit.
Enemy spot.
Going there. Second platoon, ready. Sir. I've got him! Any target?
Well, there's the Oster.
We need ammo here.
Yes, Captain.
I never thought it would be 50 cal jeeps getting the job done here.
Hit. Enemy spot.
That's pretty crazy.
Hold position. Next eye, sir. Let's hope. Hit!
I've only got 10 seconds.
Got him!
That would have been great if we could have just farmed these artillery. Okay, well, we take the victory. And that's 142 kills to 26 losses. So in the end, what did we lose? Quite a lot of Jagers. Quite a lot of Jagers. Yeah, the T-55s at close range when they're 3 vet, dual machine gun, absolutely ripped through my infantry squads. That's nasty. But they're dead. They're dead. Like, that's pretty good. and we managed to save them. So I'll take it. I'm actually just going to move my helicopters here so that they can help defend the Jagers if they get attacked. And we're going to hide the HQ unit so it doesn't get attacked separately. Cool. That way, what we're going to do is we'll move up with the 2nd Battalion of the 64th right into the face of the 3rd Battalion of the 68th. And I might just move across here slightly as well, so we're right in the face of the 3rd Battalion of the 16th. Well, that was certainly a fight. Alright, let's start dealing with the units around Fulda, or I guess not Fulda, this is Gelnhausen. We're getting close to Fulda, this is more moving up on Bad Orb. Let's make sure that we just clean these guys out. So it's going to be pretty easy. Since these guys are going to have to use all our action points getting there, they can be the one to engage that. I'm pretty sure we just want to resolve that. That destroys their command unit there. We shift up with the 2nd Battalion of the 30th. Is there another unit that could come and help here? I might do it with the 1st Battalion of the 68th. And we just go in with both of those. Should be a total victory. That's going to disorganize this unit, but I'm okay with that. And we just move forward as much as we can so we can see what's next. It's just a load of AA units. Okay. So the way we want to do this then is we can have these 2 units try and hunt down the books. We can have these units just continue all the way up the road. I mean, a lot of this is just going to be moving straight up here, chasing down all this AA. Like even this unit coming across here. Just get them up the road as far as we can go. We can't initiate an attack with the helicopters, but I can bring across the 4th Battalion of the 8th Mech. Move them up. That should be able to auto-resolve. I don't think they reinforced that. Yeah. Alright, we'll just keep that nearby. It's fine. We can do another like auto-resolve onto that artillery next time. Let's keep moving up these. Everything having to move. We'll keep the artillery with these guys. At least we're going to have a turn where, you know, units can recover from their fatigue. Move all of these up as far as we can. Speed things up. Well, yeah, again there, although it is kind of lagging behind, but check out the force coming up the highway now. Oh gosh, they don't stand a chance. Right, these guys are 5 out of 8 fatigue, so technically we can make an attack with them. So we'll just move up and engage here for a total victory. Throw that unit, wonderful. I kind of want to move up here and engage these guys. We are 6 out of 8 fatigue on those, but none of this can engage us, so we'll let them take the victory. Thank you very much. Another unit destroyed. We're up to 181 points. We'll just shift them forwards. Pioneer Battalion, VKK, absolutely fine. Cool. All of this can move up as far as they can. Still haven't used those patterns, I don't think. Nice. Alright, that's pretty good. I mean, we've made loads of progress there. This is still a bit weird. You know, the situation here is kind of odd. You know, it's still in a position where a few units might get caught out. But everywhere else, we're looking good. I mean, we're just bumping into loads of artillery, loads of AA. Basically all their backline stuff now. Unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So what I'm going to do, we're going to leave it here. Next time around, we will focus around Lauterbach. We've got to clean up some units here. We've got to work out how we're going to take on the 28th Guards. That's another thing we've got to do. We obviously can move up to the top side and wipe these guys out as well. So, yeah, I mean, we could get close, maybe, to a one-turn victory from here, but not sure. What I'd like to do is flip Bad Kittingen and then win. I think that'd be the better way to do it. So it's probably next turn. But we'll see how things go. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.